Hey, welcome to the Actor's Career Compass, where we give actionable, bite-sized tips to help you navigate your acting career. I'm your host, Martin Benson, and today we'll be talking about why you're getting auditions frequently, but not booking them. Before we dive in, I'd like to briefly talk about my career coaching services for actors. I work with actors all over the world to help them get unstuck and move their careers forward. I can help you learn what to do to start booking way more acting work, and that applies both to the marketing and strategy side as well as the acting side. I studied film directing at NYU, and I coach actors one-to-one over Zoom frequently. If you're interested, visit martinbenson.com. That's BENTSEN, martinbenson.com, to learn all about my coaching programs and sign up. Now, why aren't you booking any of those auditions that you're getting? Well, first off, you do need to be careful. If you're getting a lot of auditions but not booking them, it's possible casting directors will start noticing that you're not doing a good job and stop inviting you to auditions, meaning the number of auditions you're getting will start to go down. So this is a problem that needs to be fixed. It's not good to go too long getting a lot of auditions and never booking anything, or at least getting callbacks. And by the way, if you do have an agent who's submitting you for things, they might drop you if you're never booking anything. Or at least, again, they might stop submitting you for much. So this does need to be fixed as soon as possible. So now, why aren't you booking them? Well, first off, you really need to make sure that you look the same as you do in your headshot. If you look different, then you need a new headshot. Casting directors might be calling you in, expecting you to look one way, and then you look completely different, and they'll just move on to someone else. I want to give you a quick example of this. So, I remember years ago, I was casting for a short film, and I was looking for a very particular look in someone, and I received a bunch of submissions, and I picked this person who I thought looked just perfect for the role. And when they showed up, they were about 10, maybe 15 almost years older than what I thought that they were. They had actually photoshopped out some of the subtle wrinkles on their face. And I don't normally have a problem with meeting people and them looking older or different, but when I'm casting a film, I had a very specific character on mind who needed to be a very specific age range for the story to make sense. And this person shows up and they look totally different than what I was expecting. So, of course, I had to let them do the audition just to be polite. And I said, wow, great job. Thank you so much. And I was very nice to them, very amicable, friendly, all of that. And they left, and then I just never contacted them again. Now, they may have gone home thinking, or they may have, a week later or whatever, been thinking, I don't know, I must have messed up that audition or something, but I have no idea because he was nice. He said that I did a good job. I have no idea. Really, the reason that she didn't book it, she would have booked it had she been the same age as her headshot, right? And it's unfortunate. Again, as I like to joke about, the acting industry is almost one of these only industries where discrimination is completely okay based on what you look like and all of that, because that's how people cast characters. But when it comes down to it, I mean, she wasted her time. Yes, she's older than what her headshot showed, but she wasted my time because I had to do an audition, and she wasted a lot of her time having to travel all the way to this audition. She would have been better to either submit a photo that actually showed her age so that I could have just said right off the bat no and not responded, and then she wouldn't have wasted her time coming in, or better yet, applying for other roles that are more suited to her age range. So that's just a quick story to show one of the big reasons that you could be not booking anything. If you don't look like your headshot, or you had Photoshop done, or whatever, that is a very simple thing to fix. And I would say make sure that your headshot is very recent and very, very minimal retouching. Okay? Now, the next reason, and probably more likely reason, as long as you know for a fact that it's not your headshot as a problem, the other reason is probably because of your auditioning or acting ability. So I'm going to list off a couple of things, and if any of the following sounds like something that you do or is true for you, then it may be something that you should consider fixing right away. So number one, you're not memorizing your lines for auditions. Yes, you must memorize your lines even for auditions, and especially for auditions that you really, really want to be taken seriously in and book. Casting directors appreciate it. Filmmakers appreciate it. Having your lines memorized really just also makes it easier to perform and not get distracted by having to constantly look down at the script. If you want some tips on how to memorize lines, I actually have a great article. So if you type the word city headshots, memorize lines into Google, the article should show up, and there's 5 great strategies that I outlined to help make memorizing lines faster. Next, you're not making perfectly clear choices for everything in the scene. So everything needs to be clear. That means, who are you talking to? Where are you? What is the meaning of each and every line that you're saying? Why are you saying each and every line to the other character? You have to make choices for all of this if it's not clear in the character breakdown. Next thing is you're not recording your performance at least 2 or 3 times and analyzing it each time before submitting it. Okay? You have to look at your performance a couple of times and work to improve it. Now, last one is you're not aware of the 4 levels of acting concepts that I teach. Okay? So that is something that I actually did in a recent podcast. And if you're not aware of those 4 levels of acting, that could even itself be holding you back, because I very clearly and simply explain what these 4 levels of acting are. You want to always be submitting auditions that are at bare minimum level 3 out of 4. Okay? If you're submitting anything that has level 1 or level 2 problems, you are absolutely holding yourself back, and you're probably unlikely to book. Okay? Now, at the end of the day, if it's not a problem with your headshot, it's likely a problem, as I said, with your performance. So I recommend speaking to a coach and analyzing a recent audition or self-tape video that you did and seeing if the issues that you have can be specifically pinpointed. Now, as I mentioned earlier, I do coach actors one-to-one on things like this. So if you'd like to set up a 30-minute session with me, I can personally analyze 1 or 2 of your clips during that time and give you direct and exact feedback on any problems that I'm seeing with your performance, and exactly not only what needs to be adjusted, but also how to adjust it so that it's not a problem anymore. I'd love to work with you. You can visit my website, martinbenson.com. That's BENTSEN. So martinbenson.com, and you can see the details and pricing there. That's pretty much it. Thanks for listening. If you want more great tips like these, sign up for my free newsletter. Every week I send out actionable, bite-sized tips to help you grow your acting career and improve your technique. You can go to actorsuccesscoach.com and enter your name and email to stay up to date on the latest and best things that I share. Thanks so much, and I will see you soon.